Okay. Another video, another shoe review. This time, it's one of my favorite running shoes. Adidas's PrimeX Strung. This here. This bad boy. This bad boy has just been upgraded from this to Adidas Adizero PrimeX 2 Strung. Is it really an upgrade though? Let's talk about it. Okay. My name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day, as at the time of filming this, you guys have given me 6,080 subscribers. Thank you very much. If you're on Instagram, please do connect with me, aubrey.running. It'll be good to connect with you, so check me out over there, give me a follow, and I always interact with everyone. Let's get on with this. Oh, before I start, big shout out to a guy called Ryan's Running Reviews. I just recently connected with him on Instagram, but I've been watching his reviews for a long time. Please check him out. I love this guy. Let's start with the shoe. I always start my reviews with the 3 things you need to know about the shoe I'm reviewing. So 3 things you need to know about the PrimeX 2 Strung. 2 justifiable reasons why you might not like this shoe. One of which is the weight. The previous version, I wear a UK 9.5 and the previous version was 280 grams. This version is 320. The second reason, if you're looking for a reason to hate this shoe, would be the price. It's £250 or $300. Ay. Okay, and lastly, this is the reason I love this shoe. It's 50 million millimeters. 50 mil at the back and 43.5 mil at the front. The front itself is race illegal, just the front. Let's move on and start reviewing the shoe in detail, starting from the top, working our way down, left going right, and using normal English. Let's just have a chat about this shoe. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the heel. In true Adidas Adizero form, it's got that shark fin heel tab thing. I like it because I actually use this to take the shoe off and put it on with. I like it. But they've retained something. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I love the heel of this shoe. I've had some shoes where I've got heel locking issues. In fact, I had it on the Adios Pro 3. Funny enough, I don't have it here. I love it. I didn't have any complaints in the heel. I've got no complaints now. Next up is the lacing system. It is definitely an improvement from the previous version. The previous version had these little naff eyelet loop things. It's definitely an improvement. But for me, I think it could be made better by simply, and I always say this in my shoe reviews, just stick holes in that thing. The reason why they haven't done that is because of the system in the tongue. I'll get to that in a bit, so I get it. But the main thing here is big improvement from the previous version, but I think it can be made better if you can find a way of just simply putting holes in this bad boy. Okay, so let's talk about the tongue. Now look, in terms of tongue, there are 3 levels here. You get one, which is the very loose tongues, not even attached. You then get the second level, which is gusseted tongues, in my opinion, where the tongues are attached in the inside. The third level, which is what Adidas have done here, is attach the whole tongue to the upper, giving it that true sock feeling. It's a knit tongue, and I love it for that because it's got that stretch feel to it. And also, I love the Adizero branding on there. But as I say, this is the creme de la creme of gussetedness. Just make the whole thing a sock. For me, I love things like that because I don't have to think about it, and it's the same fit and feeling every time you put on this shoe. Well done for this, Adidas. It is a nice touch. Let's talk about the upper. The whole reason why this shoe is called Strung is because of strings, and it's strung. It's this woven engineering, absolutely innovative. Well done, Adidas, for giving us something different. I fell in love with the first PrimeX Strung because of it. What people don't acknowledge or notice is that the direction of the strings actually work with the shape of how your shoe fits on your foot. If you look at the back, that provides a good counter feeling and it provides that lockdown. If you look on the side, the strings are actually going in different directions to allow for flex. believe it or not, it gives you very good breathability too. All those points I've just made in terms of the upper are performance related. But you know what? I'm going to be honest, very superficial here. The main reason, aesthetics. I love the look of this. No one else does this. All right, everybody. The star of the show, the midsole. The reason why this shoe weighs 50 million tons. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the cushioning. 3 layers of Light Strike Pro. You've got this layer that you're seeing at the very top. Inside here are 2 carbon plates. So sandwiching between those 2 carbon plates is this puck, that layer of Light Strike Pro, and beneath the bottom carbon plate is then another layer of this Light Strike Pro. I'm telling you now, if you loved the feeling of the first PrimeX Strung, you will love this. Now, because of that, it's contributed to the weight increase. Standardly, I would hate the weight of a shoe going up, but if this is the reason why it's going to go up, I'm sorry to say, I actually love the feel of this. Let me quickly talk about these carbon plates. This illustration, I've stolen this from the Adidas website. You can see there's 2 carbon plates in there. Now, the rules dictate that you can only have 1 stiffening product. They've allowed for 2. The rules dictate that the midsole at its highest should be 40 mil. This is 50. Adidas have simply gone, you know what, if we put the rules aside and we gave you something experimental, something to try, what would we do? And they've produced this. Now, these 2 carbon plates, the sandwiched Light Strike foam that you see there, honestly, I can't describe this. There's a spring in this shoe that makes me want to call this shoe Adidas PrimeX Sprung. Genius. Patented. Adidas, don't be copying any of my genius ideas. Turn the shoe over. Let's talk about the outsole. Adidas doesn't miss. Let me tell you why. The best people to go to in terms of rubber that is resilient and grippy against road surfaces will probably be a car tire producer. And guess what? These bad boys went straight to Continental to produce this. I'm telling you now, at first, when you look at it, at first glance, you go, this can't stand. It looks very flimsy. But I want to tell you, Adidas outsoles are amongst the best I have run in terms of the resilience, my Adidas Pro 2 is still in good shape right now. In terms of the grip it offers, second to none. What I like even more about this though, is the coverage they've given this outsole. Full coverage, except for where you see there, but it's really a gap. That's not really gonna make contact with the ground. It is because of that, I genuinely can't fault this shoe. What don't I like about this shoe? And I'm just gonna be blunt here. I'm gonna be honest. There are some things I love, some things I genuinely don't. The first thing is the price. £250 is a lot of money. But if it's too expensive, Adidas offers lesser ones. More importantly, if $250 is expensive for this one, guess what? It means version 1 is going to be much more affordable. And that's what I would recommend you do. It is only when you run in this version and you like the concept and the idea of what this offers, and you can cope with the stability issues people highlight, that I would suggest you then try this one. The next thing is the weight. You have to weigh up the weight in terms of what it's going to impact on your paces. For me personally, for someone who standardly runs anywhere between 450 to 5 minutes per K during race day for my 10K, the weight is not a factor for me. But if you're someone who knocks out 250 to 330 kind of pace, maybe for a half marathon, a full marathon, you might want to look at something lighter. Those are the only two things. Apart from that, I embrace the innovation. I embrace the excellent ideas. Tesco Test. For those of you not too familiar with my reviews, I get to this section and I tell you, would you wear this shoe doing other things outside of running? Like going to Tesco, which is a supermarket, Walmart in the States, or Target, whatever it is. Would you go on a school run? Absolutely not. simply because of that stack. You don't want to do daily activities in a 50mm stack, and that's the only reason. If it had a lesser stack, absolutely. The look of this bad boy can't be matched by any shoe. Adidas, well done for this one. Now, I have to address a point here. I watched Believe in the Run's review of the shoe, and I absolutely agree with everything they said in criticizing this shoe. I was heartbroken though, because I love this version, and I kind of thought, oh man, what am I gonna do? I've been excited about version 2. I decided to try it for myself. Here is the big thing I need to state. If you're an everyday runner, it probably means you don't really want to fork out £250 or $300 on a shoe like this. Therefore, they have a point. If you're a very fast runner, the weight of the shoe is going to contribute to whether you like it or not. Again, they have a point. If you are someone though that just simply wants the best running experience, try out the best ideas, try out something that might preserve your legs, this is simply the best you will get. If you found this video great, funny, entertaining, informative, or whatever, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your own thoughts in the comments. Thank you for checking this out. My name is Aubrey, and I'll see you on the next one, where I actually put these two shoes head to head. To highlight the changes, of course, not to say which one's better, because that's pretty obvious. Or is it?